Hi everyone, this is Abrar. Welcome to Abrar Knowledge Channel. Today we are going to see part 3 of ISO 9001 2015 version. In part 2, just to give you a quick recap, in part 2 we saw class number 4, that is context of the organization, right? In that we have seen all the 4 classes, 4.1, 4.2, 4.3 and 4.1. For example, 4.1 we talked about understanding the organization in its context, right? There we had seen a 3 keyword, right? One is internal issues, another one is external issues, and these 2 issues should not affect the strategic direction, long-term goal of the organization or long-term objective of the organization. The second one, 4.2, we had seen the understanding the need and expectation of interested parties, meaning like there could be several interested parties an organization can have, for example supplier, employee, stakeholder and so on and so forth. So for those interested parties, what are the risks they can invoke and how we should get prepared. And then number 3 we saw the determine the scope of quality management system. So 4.3 is very nice class where it talks about, it takes an input from 4.1, it takes input from 4.2 and then it says that okay, define the boundaries, yeah, and then that's what 4.3 we saw. And 4.4, now the quality management system and its processes refer to end product or end output or the complete service asset. That's what we saw in class number 4. Today we have class number 5, that is leadership class. In leadership class, so namely we have 3 classes. Class number, if you look at 5.1, leadership and commitment. Then you have 5.2, policy. And then you have 5.3, roles, responsibility and authority. So just to give you some precursor point before I go to the subject. So this class, very interesting class, class number 5, and all the classes, the starting of the class begins with the top management shawl, the top management shawl. All of the throughout the class, it start with the syntax called top management shawl. There are 3 keywords are being used in this class. 1, top management shall demonstrate. The word demonstrate 2 times it occurred, here and here. So top management shall demonstrate the leadership and commitment, top management shall demonstrate the customer focus and so on. The word demonstrate is there. Another word is top management shall establish. So in this policy it uses the word top management shall establish. The last one is top management shall ensure. So we are dealing with 3 words. The first word is top management shall demonstrate. That means they need to be at the practical side. They have to be role model, they have to be an example, and they have to tell to the employees, top to down, right? That is a 1 key word is being used. Another one, top management shall establish, meaning like they cannot delegate, right? They have to do it, they are the signing authority and all that. For example, take an example of quality policy. The top management shall establish the quality policy, meaning like only they can endorse, they can sign off the quality policy as such. The lastly we have 5.3, there the word is used, top management shall ensure the roles and responsibility are assigned and so on. The word ensure is there. Ensure meaning like they can just have it delegated, have it give it to somebody else and then they can monitor. That's what the word ensure meaning like. So that means we are dealing with 3 words. One is called demonstrate, one is called establish and one is called ensure. Let us go a little bit deeper to the subject. Yeah. So first one is general, leadership and commitment general. So very beautiful class. Why I say very beautiful class is the way it has been structured down. Very, very amazing. Let me give an example. First is actually it says that top management shall demonstrate. 10 items they have given. A to J they have given. The 10 items. The first and foremost item they have given is accountability for the effectiveness of quality management system. The word accountability, that means taking a full responsibility, taking a full ownership. This is called accountability, right? So accountability, not only accountability for the effectiveness of the quality management system. If the quality management system has to enhance, has to improve, has to continually improve, and so on. Next word is ensuring the quality policy and objectives are established. Whose responsibility? Leadership team responsibility, right? The third one is C, integration of quality management system, right? So we have different sites, different location, and all of these requirements we have to have one constant integration of quality policy, so that the procedures will not get conflict. You have a very standardized procedure, an operating procedure, an operation definition, and so on. And then you have promote the culture of two things. One is called process approach. You all know, I have already talked on this topic. Promote the culture of process approach. Process approach is what? PDCA. One example is PDA, plan, do, check time. Have a plan it, do it, perform it, and then have a check it. With the help of internal audit. Now all these you can have a check it, and with the help of management review and all these have a check it and improve. So this cycle goes on and on and on. PDCA, process approach. Another one is called, first time, risk-based thinking. I have put it in the short form, RBT, risk-based thinking. That is, who need to do it? The top management shall need to demonstrate and then promote the culture of two things. One is called process approach, one is called risk-based thinking. Let's go to fourth item. So in this one, fourth item is very interesting to me. Why it is? Because it uses the word resources. Throughout the standard, you will find the word resource is being associated with always plural. Resources. Resources refers to the top management need to ensure that the resources are available. The needed resources are available. What do you mean by that? Man, machine, method, material, measurement, mother nature. All of these things they should ensure that all these items are available. For example, they may have a lack of headcount or the lack of manpower. That means we will not be able to fulfill the requirement, right? So they need to ensure. Okay, importance of quality management system, they need to do it. So what is the importance? If something goes wrong, what is the implication it will bring? All this. And then quality management system, they need to also ensure that whether we are going in the right direction or not. Who need to give that? Who need to monitor? The top management. Quality management system are ensuring that the quality management system are on track, intent and result. And then there is something called ensuring it. They need to ensure it. They also need to give it, directing it, meaning like giving some direction and supporting it. Not only just direction, but also supporting. Ensuring it, directing it and supporting it, top management shall do it. Next item we have promote improvement. In the section D, we have saw that promote the process approach and risk-based thinking. Here says promote improvement. Very, very generic word. It can be process improvement, it can be breakthrough improvement or anything. So top management shall need to promote the improvement. Then lastly we have other relevant management. They can also take care of the other relevant management system. So that's what it says 5.11. And then 5.22, 5.1.2, that is called customer focus. Very, very, very profound one. Why? Because the customer focus being coined in two things. One is called 5.1.2, one is called 9.1.2. So you all know that class number 5, meaning like comes in plan. You all know that class number 9 comes in check. So that means not only we have to have a good mechanism of collecting the customer feedback, ensuring the customer are happier and all that, but we also need to check what we need to check. We need to check and balance and how we can enhance the customer satisfaction. The word enhance, how we can continually enhance the customer satisfaction. That's what the core theme of this one. Ability to satisfy the customer, ability to enhance the customer satisfaction is a core motto of 5.1.2. And how to do and what to do, it is given in 9.1.2. right? By having the different evaluating mechanism, and also they have given the note, right? So it can be customer satisfaction, can be your warranty claim, customer satisfaction, the complimentary meetings and board meetings, all these you can take it, right? So this is the the same thing. 5.1.2 is customer focus. Let's go to policy. Yeah, policy, you know that as per the definition from ISO 9000, policy, you know that the intention and direction of the organization. What is the intention of the organization? Maybe the intention of the organization is to enhance or to satisfy customer requirement, or to succeed and have a mutual successful on the customer improvement and so on, right? It could be anything. Intention and direction. The word policy meaning like intention and direction. So here you have two things. One is called 5.2.1, establishing the policy, quality policy, no change. So initially it was there like ISO 9000 2008, the same guidelines are being put down, but no change in it. The only change in this one is we have to make we need to make it available even for interested parties. Let's say your interested parties could be an external auditor, your interested parties could be your stakeholder, your interested parties could be a supplier. You need to extend, if appropriate, as appropriate, you need to give it the quality policy to them so that they can also know it. So one more section is called the same thing, communicating the quality policy. What is mean by communicating? So you have to send out and have it communicated across the board from the top to bottom and so on and so forth. So that is what the policy is one. The only 3 changes in this ISO 9000 2015 version. Number 1, it was same like before ISO 9000 2008. The only 3 changes are there. One is we also need to make it available even for interested parties. Number 1. Number 2, what we have is it has to meet something called strategic direction, right? The long-term objectives, it should meet it. Number 1, it should give a framework to quality, a strategic direction. Number 2, and number 3 is we not only we have to communicate and the communication part, and also some of the things are being laid down. For example, specifically like establishing who can be established and who can be communicated, that's been clearly spelled out. So these 3. The lastly I have in my item is 5.3, roles, responsibility and authority. What is mean roles? Roles meaning like the thing we do. Responsibility, we are responsible for it. Accountable, the person who takes the ultimate responsibility, right? Roles, responsibility, authority. The word authority being added. Who is the authority, right? For everything you can put it like, you can use a different model. You can use a RASI, roles, responsibility, authority, support, and then C for consult, I for inform you can use, or simply you can use R chart. The only R chart, what is that you have to use additionally is you have to use the authority column also as well. Who is the ultimate authority for all the items? With that, I'm going to wrap up this session. So this quick summary, class number 5 begins with all the things like top management shall demonstrate, top management shall establish, top management shall ensure, right? So these are the 3 major classes are available. One is leadership and commitment, one is called policy, one is called roles, responsibility and authority. We'll meet another section called class number 6, that is planning, and we will stay tuned for the upcoming series. Please do like, share, subscribe my channel. You have a wonderful day ahead. Please do comment if you like it.